Yeah. All right. 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Mind of Basketball Podcast, Season 2. I am Evan.
I'm Ja.
And this is our basketball podcast where we recap, break down, and analyze players and teams from the previous games from the previous week. And All-Star break is upon us as of this recording. No games for the next 4 days, if I'm correct. The next 4 or 5 days.
Basically.
Actually, yeah, no games until like 6 days. No games until Thursday.
Yeah.
So marking the All-Star break, we might as well do a little quick breakdown of just the previous, few months of the NBA season and give you sight on what we think of standings, what we think of teams, players, and how they're performing, disappointments, surprises, all that kind of thing. So, Ja, let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Unfortunately, we gotta start this podcast off in a bad way. Well, at least for me, because let's just address what's the saying? Let's address the cat in the room or something like. What's the saying?
The black sheep or something like that?
No. Whatever.
The elephant in the room? The elephant?
There you go. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Let's address the elephant, the cat. Let's address the elephant in the room. Okay. Actually, today I have on a Giants hat. Why do I have on a Giants hat? It's not football season. Also, the Giants haven't been really good in the past decade. So we won the Super Bowl, and that's the last time we were great. But after this previous week, I have refused to put on a Knicks hat. I've just refused. The New York Knicks. Let me go first. The New York Knicks are, without a question, the most disappointing, disheartening, saddest, and embarrassing team in the NBA. What I saw with my own 2 eyes these past 2 weeks has been nothing short of just heartbreaking. I cannot. I just couldn't. I couldn't put myself to just put the hat on. I didn't even touch it. I just refused. What I saw from these New York Knicks is just despicable. Despicable.
Yeah.
I couldn't put myself to do it. The Knicks have embarrassed themselves. They've embarrassed New York. They've been an embarrassment since 1999. I don't know how. I don't know which way. I don't even know what to say. I'm just gotten done to a point where this previous podcast, as y'all might have known, we have not even talked about the Knicks. Because what is there to talk about? Honestly, what is there to talk about? Unfortunately, now there is something to talk about. In the worst possible way, they lost to Cam Thomas after being up by 28.
But Cam Thomas is nice.
They lost to Cam Thomas after being up by 28 points. What else is there to say? Most people did not know of his name until a few days ago. What else is earlier in the week? They blew a lead to the Thunder.
But
they blew a lead to Josh Giddey.
The Thunder beat the Lakers, so if they could beat the Lakers, then come on now. That's hard. But the Lakers blew a lead to the Thunder also, didn't they?
I don't know if you've been watching, but the Lakers aren't the Lakers that we've known. Okay. No.
And Josh Giddey's nice, man, too. Come on now. Come on. Give respect to these young people.
Also, I think those Lakers, when they faced the Thunder and they blew those leads, LeBron wasn't playing, so technically the best player wasn't playing. So maybe that's an excuse. It's not really, it isn't. But 2, the Thunder's best player was actually playing in that game, those 2 games. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, someone who wasn't playing when the Knicks played. Not to mention it was in Madison Square Garden. An embarrassment. It's not the world's most famous arena. Only when the Rangers play. Only when there's a concert on. Not when the Knicks play. When the Knicks play, it's not the world's most famous arena. Give it to something else. They are an embarrassment to not only New York, to not only New York sports teams, but to basketball and sports. They are an embarrassment. A big market team that just embarrassed themselves over and over and over and over. And who's to blame? Who should I put the blame on? Tom Thibodeau, who seemed like he just fooled us in past year with his coaching ability? Or speaking of fool, Julius Randle, who just seems just missing inconsistency, up and down, dribble. I'm going left.
Come on, he's still putting up numbers though. You cannot lie.
Yeah, numbers, shooting 35% from the field. Yeah, numbers. He is putting up numbers. Yeah, he's putting up numbers. I mean, what else? What am I supposed to come at? This dysfunctional team. There's no chemistry team. There's too many guards team. This inconsistent team. This Evan Fournier, unless I'm playing the Celtics team. I don't know what to say anymore. It's baffling me how bad this team could be. Are they the worst team in the league? No. But they might be the saddest team in the league, honestly.
Yeah, I didn't watch that full game, but I watched.
You didn't need to. You saved yourself.
I watched that fourth quarter, and whenever Cam Thomas touched the ball, I would just like, ISO is going in all the time. And mind you, the Knicks, I don't know what happened to their defensive IQ. I thought this was supposed to be a defensive team, but they made Cam Thomas get to his sweet spot all the time. Did he even try to limit him or stop him? They didn't try to even double. They didn't even try to get the ball out his hands. They legit made him get to his sweet spot, and he rained it on him. He legit took over.
First of all, you talking about Cam Thomas like this was Kyrie Irving, because that's how it came across.
You know what? This is how slow I am. I actually, when I was watching with my other brothers, and I was just like, wait, where's Kyrie? I said it's a away game, and I was like, oh wait, it's New York. But hey, look, Cam Thomas took over and took in his spot.
Yeah, he did. He looked like Kyrie.
Yeah,
he looked like an all-star playing against the Knicks. Speaking of, they did so many things in the offseason to get more offense, to help Julius Randle out so he won't have to dribble and go left all the time and shoot 35% and 40% from the field.
Yeah.
They did all this. And by doing this, Tom Thibodeau and this team forgot about their main thing and their main philosophy in the previous season, defense. It just all fell apart. The Knicks don't represent defense anymore. It was just a one-season fluke. It was a one-hit wonder. The Knicks aren't just an embarrassment on offense and the defensive side of the ball. How can you be so bad on both sides of the ball? You tried your best to do everything in the offseason to get good on the offensive side. It didn't work. You had your philosophy last year on the defensive side, being the best defensive team in the league, and the whole thing just be forgotten about. They're just so bad that they were playoff contenders entering this year. People had high hopes for them. I was always skeptical for them. And I was wondering if this team was going to work. Clearly it's not. But did they make any moves in the trade deadline? Nope. Not a single move. Hey, well, it's going to work out for us. We be Golden State. Because that trade deadline, they beat Golden State.
Yeah.
I was about to say in Oracle. In Chase Center.
Oh, in the Chase Center.
Yeah, it's not Oracle anymore. So maybe they're on the up. Nope. Of course not. They're the Knicks. They are never on the up. When they're on the up, it's just out of nowhere. And then they roll right back down. Because that's how it is with the Knicks. All the time. It's a sad state. It's a sad state of mind with the New York Knicks. everything is just collapsing. Everything is just falling down. I'm trying to find their schedule so I can tell you their previous games. Oh, finally, thank you. Now, okay, now I got it. I mentioned the embarrassment that was against the Nets in Madison Square Garden. You know, it's an inner city rivalry. What a way to show how worthless of a team you are, to go and play against a inner city rival. Inner city, not even interstate, inner city, an inner city rival that comes into your home floor, the world's most famous arena. Once again, not when the Knicks play. It's Madison Square Garden when the Knicks play. It's matter of fact, it's not even Madison Square Garden. They're just Madison. They're just Madison. They played in the Madison Arena. They played in the Madison Arena in an inner city rival, the Brooklyn Nets, with no star players. I meant to mention James Harden is traded. He's not there. Ben Simmons is not playing right now. Kyrie's obviously is in New York, so he's not playing. KD's injured. Who is their star player? Their star player was a Seth Curry, their star player. Nope, not against the Knicks. It was Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas. It was Cam Thomas and Seth Curry.
Now you going crazy.
In an embarrassing performance, being up by 28 points. They lost that game. How? Because of the Knicks. What else do you expect from the Knicks? Okay, I just mentioned the previous game before that. In Madison Square Garden. Oh, sorry. Madison Garden or Madison Arena. In the Madison Arena.
Wait. Didn't they blow something to the Blazers?
Let me.
Okay.
I'm getting to it. The previous game before the Nets, the Thunder. No SGA. They lost to Josh Giddey. Josh Giddey had a 30-point triple-double, if I'm not correct. Josh Giddey, let me check just once again. 28-point triple-double. He had a 28-point triple-double. The Knicks lost in overtime in Madison Arena to the OKC Thunder without their best player. What else can you say? Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it does not stop there. The previous game against the Portland Trailblazers. Who do they have? What do they have? Anthony Simons is enough. Anthony Simons is enough. Damian Lillard's hurt. CJ McCollum's been traded.
Nurkic is still playing.
They blew a 21-point lead
That was disrespectful.
to the Portland Trailblazers. A 21-point lead to Anthony Simons, who's been playing well. Yeah, but this is the Knicks, right? They're supposed to be good this year, right? They're supposed to be playoff contenders, right? They're not supposed to lose to Anthony Simons. No. Oh yeah. They blew a 21-point lead to Anthony Simons after being up by double digits in the fourth quarter. They blew that lead. A laughable team. Do not take the Knicks seriously. No matter what happens for the rest of the year, don't take them seriously. I don't know what's going to happen. I highly doubt they make the playoffs. I don't even think they might even make the play-in, to be honest with you. Do not take the Knicks seriously. They are an embarrassment to the city of New York. They're an embarrassment to sports teams, and sports teams has just been kind of an embarrassment of the past decade, if we're all being honest. Not counting hockey and baseball.
Yeah.
Do not take them seriously as a basketball team or a sports team. They are a laughing stock. They have been a laughing stock. Last year was a fluke. They are showing you that last year was a fluke. Julius Randle is not the player that we all hoped and thought that he was. Tom Thibodeau is not the coach that we all thought he was. This team is not a team that we thought they were. This team sucks. That's it. The Knicks are done. Rest of the year, I'm not wearing a Knicks hat. That's it. I'm wearing a Giants hat.
But what if they go on a win streak?
I might even stoop so low and I might wear a Jets hat. That's how done I am with the Knicks. And the Jets have sucked since Joe Namath.
All right, Wild Dog. Called.
I'm done with the Knicks. I might not ever talk about them for the rest of the podcast. It will have to surprise me, wow me. Or rest of the podcast, rest of the year. I'm sorry, rest of the NBA season. Next time I talk about the Knicks might be in the off season. Do you want to say anything about the Knicks before I move on?
No, I just feel bad for you and Stephen A.
Let's move on.
What you want to move on to?
Anything else? Anything else?
Well, okay, so let's bring some light. Let's bring some light into this. You know what I mean? I want to I'm not even gonna lie. I have not paid attention to this team. I'll be real honest, but just learning about them these past 2 days has been beautiful to just hear. But I want to give a shout out to the Boston Celtics. The Boston Celtics, who had an iffy stretch in the beginning of the year. They finally picking it up. Blowout win against the Sixers, and Tatum and Jaylen Brown are just, well, Jaylen Brown should have been an all-star. Let's just be honest. But there's a whole lot of, well, not a whole lot, but a good amount of players in the East who should have been all-stars, especially in that front court. But the Celtics look like they're on a flow now. They're starting to get it. They're starting to get their rhythm. Starting to get they're doing it the Celtics culture way. You know what I mean? And they're starting to find their flow, and I'm happy for them. They're starting to fit into that new coaching system. I forgot the name of the coach. I think Ipe Udoka. No, I'm not even going to try. I'm not even going to try to say his name. I don't know. I don't remember. But yeah, I just want to give praise to them. You know what I mean? I believe, are they on a win streak right now?
No, because their win streak was snapped after winning 9 straight. To who? You want to guess? I don't know if you remember.
Was it the Knicks? I'm joking, but no.
I'll answer for you. The Pistons. They got their streak snapped to the Pistons. I wanted to come up and say congratulations to the Celtics because they have been playing well, but then they lost to the Pistons entering All-Star break. But the Celtics, with that anomaly, it seems, hopefully, have been playing some really good basketball. They were on a 9-game winning streak. They just the game before the Pistons, they smashed the Philadelphia 76ers and Embiid. I mean, smashed them. It was bad. And finally, it seems like they're getting their flow together. I believe they are 6th in the Eastern Conference. We just check the standings. I believe they're 6th in the Eastern Conference. If they're finally, getting themselves together, it's a good sight. Yeah, it's a good sight, with the exception of that embarrassing loss.
Yeah. I really love the way the Celtics have been just picking it up as of recently, and finally showing the potential that we all know that they have, that they've been having for these past 5 years now, since they had Tatum and Brown on the team. So it's good. It's a good sight to see. Another mention I would like to give. You already know. You remember how we saw a post about MJ basically being, how MJ today would be basically, this player whatsoever, and what happened? You know what I'm talking about. What happened? What happened when you saw that post? What was everyone saying?
Disrespectful. Like, how would you compare Michael Jordan and this player?
Yeah. And especially, I guess. Wait, when did this come out? When he was on a team in the Western Conference, right?
Yeah, so it was a team in Texas.
Yeah, it was a team in Texas, and oh boy, what happened? He went to the house that MJ built, and look what he is doing. Oh my gosh, my idol DeMar DeRozan just been making history, putting on a tear. And let me tell you right now, say what you want. Look, obviously, we all know people are going to say it for sure. In my opinion, Embiid is MVP. Embiid is MVP if the season wants to end right now. But let me tell you where he is. He's legit like back to back with him. Legit like MJ from 91, 92, and then 92, 93, and then 90, 96, 97. 97, he's legit back to back. Let me tell you, DeMar DeRozan has been on a tear, and he's been going crazy, been making history. He's been efficient, as he's in the conversation with Wilt Chamberlain over 50% field goal. He has a game streak of scoring 30 or 35. I could be wrong. I don't remember, but he has a streak, and he's in the house that MJ built. Mind you, he's breaking an MJ record in the house that MJ built. Let me repeat that one more time. He's breaking an MJ record in the house that MJ built. And mind you, everybody has something skeptical to say about this move, saying, oh, he's washed. Let me tell you something. He's doing better than Harden. Let's move on. Thank you. Yeah, shout out to my idol. I love you. And you know what? Even though I did have in the beginning of the year, I did have Carlton Towns as my personal MVP. You're my MVP always. That's all I'm gonna say. You can go ahead, Evan. You can say what you want.
I just to add on to that, DeMar DeRozan, past 6 games, not in order, but past 6 games, 40 points, shooting 67%, 38 points, shooting 50%, 35 points, shooting 64%, 36 points, shooting 68%, 38 points, shooting 59%, 45 points, shooting 60%. As you said, that's the longest streak of 35-point games on 50% shooting in Bulls history. And then you said something that Michael Jordan didn't even do. That's something Michael Jordan never even did. Not to mention that was a Wilt Chamberlain record, and he broke a Wilt Chamberlain record. I don't even think I should describe or explain how crazy anybody breaking any Wilt Chamberlain record, That's just insane.
It's so beautiful. Do I gotta remind people, if you know DeMar DeRozan's game, do you know that he's not even focused on how the NBA never had a 3-point line until 1979, 1980? There's legit no 3-point line in his mind. This is the 70s to him. This is legit the 70s to him. There's no 3-point line in existence. He legit, in his mind, he basically used an eraser for the board. And basically, he erased the 3-point line because there's no 3-point line in his mind. Everything he's doing is inside that 3-point line, specifically within the mid-range and wing areas. He's going crazy. Oh my God. You know what? I'm gonna calm down because people say when you get too hyped, something usually goes wrong. So I'm gonna just calm down. But just remember, they had a lot to say, especially when he came to the Bulls. And this is what happened. And I'm sorry, I know you're not going to speak about them, and I don't want you to speak about them. But just remember the fact, when y'all all clowned me after he took that airball shot in the house that MJ built against, well, I'm not even going to say your team because they're not your team.
Yeah, just say that was all it needs to be said. That's all it needs to be said.
Just remember that. And y'all clowned me. Yeah, thank you. Let's move on.
Yes. We all have to eat crow. DeMar DeRozan has been playing exceptional basketball, and as a result, the Bulls are tied for first in the Eastern Conference and on a 5-game winning streak. Tied for first with the Miami Heat, who currently have the first seed.
Yeah.
So yeah. What else should we go west? We talked about the Bulls. We talked about the team talked about before the Bulls.
A team.
Celtics.
The
Celtics. Talk about the Bulls. Talk about the Celtics. We should probably just touch upon the Suns once again. And I think I saw the IG post that Devin Booker had posted.
Yeah.
Showing how great the Suns have been in just the past month. It's really been insane. And for the exception of that one loss to the Hawks, the Suns have been on a tear. On a tear. Let's see. Out of their last, hold on. I'm just want to count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Out of 21 wins, 23 games, they've only lost 2 games. That's counting since January 2nd. They've only lost 2 games since January 2nd.
That is beautiful basketball.
One of them is to the Miami Heat, we mentioned, great team. And that was over a month ago. And then recently, the Atlanta Hawks just caught them by surprise. Trae Young did his thing, blah, blah, blah.
Likewise.
This Suns team, if you don't have them, these front runners to heading into the playoffs, I don't know what to tell you right now. They are the best team in the league.
Yeah.
Record-wise, chemistry-wise, team-wise, maybe even talent-wise. I mean, this team is just, they're just really good. I mean, they have all the pieces around them. Even when DeAndre Ayton was out, Bismack Biyombo stepped up, picked up the pace for him. Fortunately, he's not really getting that much minutes anymore because DeAndre Ayton's back. And he's playing great. Devin Booker's been playing great. Chris Paul has been playing like a point guard that we know him to be. The Suns team only has 10 losses entering the All-Star break. 10 losses. Keep an eye out for them heading into the playoffs because I know they're going to be favorites and they might just go back-to-back entering the NBA Finals.
Yeah. And look at, I'm gonna hop on the hype train right now with that team. Because you know how much I feel about CP3 and how much me and you both feel about him getting that big one, you know what I mean? And the Suns is just like, out of all the CP3 teams he has been on, like, probably not the most talented or the most hyped up or most exciting, but this is like the most perfect situation for him in terms of the way he plays, the way he orchestrates, and his aura of what he brings to the game in terms of impact versus this team, the talent that they have. And mind you, this team is probably the youngest team he has ever been on too. Well, outside of OKC. But they just have everything going their way. And it's like just hearing this, it just like this seems unreal. Like it's some 2K status. Like this is a 2K, like this is like you're playing a game of 2K right now. Like, you know how you got your season which you could like do whatever you want, switch the sliders and stuff, and like just go crazy. This is how that's the way how the Suns have been playing. They just been playing like a 2K game, cheating on rookie.
All right. Ja, since this is the All-Star it's the All-Star break, give me your takes on, let's say, a team that after this break is gonna come out even better.
Shoot. There could be a whole lot of teams that could come out better. Miami Heat already number 1 seed. Chicago don't even wait. Is Zach LaVine back?
He's been in and out, but he's back.
Okay, but they could go crazy. In my opinion, though, I know this is going to be like kind of crazy to hear, but I still feel like, well, no, matter of fact, I take that back because AD got injured. Okay.
Yeah, AD's back to being hurt again. He rolled his ankle out for 4 weeks.
Yeah.
The Lakers, I mean, they did get a win, a big win, despite that. But yeah, AD's out again 4 weeks to see how they can play.
I'm going to stick with my Minnesota Timberwolves.
The Timberwolves are currently 7th in the Western Conference.
Over 2 teams. And I know who that is.
So you think that the Timberwolves are going to, you think the Timberwolves can push for the playoffs and get out of the play-in?
That's how I feel. That's what I believe.
So then who are they knocking out? The Nuggets, Mavericks, Jazz?
I'll take it back then.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Stay comfortable in that 7th spot.
Well, actually, matter of fact, I feel like now, as great as Luka is, I feel like the Jazz may take a little bit of a down because they got rid of Porzingis. Yeah, they got rid of Porzingis. I don't know. We talked about it last.
Luka just had 49 and like 15 the other night.
Yeah, that's the only way that they're going to, like, don't get me wrong. I'm not disrespecting Dallas. Like, they're a good offensive team. But let's be honest, like, most of them are heavily reliant on Luka. And if they don't have Luka, they're either a play-in or a non-playoff team. You telling me you take off Luka off that roster, that team is top 6?
Okay, you true. All right, maybe. Maybe. All right. Any team that was from the West, any teams from the East?
Charlotte.
Charlotte. Yeah, I do agree. I think Charlotte's going to pick up their pace a little bit. LaMelo Ball, Miles Bridges. Hopefully, he can get out of that 9th seed, maybe even get to the 7th. I know for sure the Nets, once they get healthy, because they ain't playing right now and they're not healthy. Once they get healthy, I know they're going to get out of that spot. Unfortunately for the Celtics, they're probably going to drop down.
Yeah.
To me, a little bit. But depending on how long it takes for the Nets to get healthy, though. That's all dependent. If it takes them too long, they might end up in a playing situation.
Yeah. Hell yeah. And
which is weird too, because they're not playing with healthy, they're not playing team.
Exactly. Also, oh man, I really wish we knew when Jamal Murray was coming back. I really wish. So I don't because Denver is just still doing great without him, and I don't even know how to put that around my mind right now. How Jokic is doing it, and how the rest of the players.
Because he's the reigning MVP. That's why.
Yeah, and deservingly so. Showing you constantly, he's top 3. He's number 3 right now, in my opinion, behind Embiid and DeRozan.
He's 4 to me.
You got Giannis over him?
Yeah.
I have to reevaluate that a little bit more, but yeah. But that actually, matter of fact, even though I don't want to say it, let's be honest, I want to see how Philadelphia does. I do want to see how, with Harden. I do want to see how they do. Because again, Embiid having the season that he's having, along with the team still having great success. Again, Doc Rivers, a top 15 coach all time. Like, I want to see what they do. I want to see what they do after this All-Star break. I want to see if Harden is going to make up any more excuses and to try to bitch and moan.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm just saying.
All right. Let's move on. All right, let's move on. Let's move on to, before we end the podcast, obviously just mentioned All-Star break, All-Star weekend. So let's do some predictions for who's going to win the events, y'all.
I just need the names. I don't remember the names.
I know. I got you. That's what I was doing. All right. Let's go with 3-point contest first. 3-point contest between Desmond Bane, Luke Kennard, Zach LaVine, CJ McCollum, Patty Mills, Karl Anthony Towns. They still got CJ in the Portland jersey. Fred VanVleet and Trae Young. So who you have winning 3-point contest?
I say, in my opinion, I feel like it's going to be between a small guard and the big man. I'm going to say it's going to be between Patty Mills and Karl Anthony Towns.
Wow.
Hey man, Patty's been shooting that like it's nothing, man. You talk about some of these games, some of the Nets games, man. Patty has
he's been doing this thing. For me, I'm gonna have to go with Zach LaVine.
Yeah, because actually, that's not a bad choice either. Because he was in this competition last year, wasn't he?
I believe so.
Yeah, and he's trying to go for both of them because he already got a slam dunk, and he's trying to show him like, and I'm a great showman, but I could shoot the ball too. So,
all right,
I like that take.
Dunk contest. Participants: Cole Anthony, Juan Toscano, Adam Anderson, Jalen Green, and O.B. Toppin.
Jalen Green.
You got Jalen Green?
Yeah.
That's not a bad pick. I might have to go with Jalen Green. I think runner probably going to be Obi.
Yeah. But I want to see what Cole Anthony would do.
Yeah. Should I have Gary Payton? But all right.
Yeah.
And lastly, the NBA All-Star Game. Of course, the biggest extravaganza. Who do you have? Team LeBron or Team Durant?
LeBron going 5-0. LeBron is going 5-0 ever since this switch up happened in the All-Star game. This dude still got Curry and Giannis, and we saw what they did last year. So I'm just.
I don't know. I don't know why. I know KD wanted Embiid, right? I know KD and wanted Embiid.
Yeah.
But for all-star situation, you cannot let LeBron get Giannis and Curry, especially after you saw what they did last year. That was insane.
Exactly. I don't know why he didn't learn his lesson from that time, but and he made the same mistake again. You know what? We're all human. We're not perfect. We make mistakes, but you can't make that same mistake twice. We're having Curry and Giannis on the same All-Star team. You just can't make that happen, bro.
If he takes Embiid, okay, I'm taking Embiid. Get Jokic.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm just like, it doesn't even make it better because even if you take off Giannis, then Jokic is another big that could just take over with Curry. So I'm just like, it doesn't help the situation.
Word, he's a passing big man, the best passing big man of all time, and now LeBron has himself, Curry, and Giannis. KD. You know you're not playing, right? Like, come on, man. And you got Andrew Wiggins.
Exactly. Exactly. All I gotta say is this: y'all better 4-1. So Embiid guard thing, Giannis, and the 4 other players just all gather on Curry and hope and pray he don't pull it by the time he gets to half court because it's gonna be it's up for Team Durant. Ooh, don't get me wrong, no disrespect to Ja or Devin or Levine or whatsoever, but
isn't DeRozan there?
I think DeRozan's on Team LeBron.
Oh,
yeah. All I gotta say is it's up for who's ever on Team Durant, especially Gobert.
I'll look up. I don't do that. Come on, man. Don't do that.
I'm sorry.
Why would you do that to Gobert? He's looking. Leave him alone, man. I don't know why you didn't pick Harden.
I think I know. He's healthy now. He got traded. He's healthy now.
LeBron got the Rose. Damn. Durant's lucky he got Morant.
And Booker.
Yeah, that's true. He lucky. And he got LaMelo. He's lucky he got LaMelo too.
But come on now. Look at all those names you just said. And again, look at all the names that we're talking about with Team LeBron. Like, it's up. Like, he's going 5-0. This might be a blowout. This might be a blowout, bro.
Oh, God. He got Luka, Mitchell, and Paul coming off the bench.
Yeah, it's up. It's up. I'm telling y'all right now, it's up.
I saw Rudy Gobert. I'm about to say, is Rudy Gay in All-Star game?
Just imagine.
Been a minute.
Just imagine. Oh my God, yo, it's really. I'm sorry, it's really up for Team Durant. It's over for them.
80 about to lose again.
Exactly. I said they should just hang it up before the game even start. It'd be like, yeah, I got it.
But see, I think, and if KD would have got Curry, I think LeBron would have went with Ja.
Exactly. Which you can't go bad with, because I was like, again, you got Giannis and Jokic.
I'd rather have him have Ja and me having Stephen Curry, to be honest with you.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
KD, come on, man.
I was like, what, you still got fatigue that you played with him for like 3 straight years? I said, okay.
He got Trae Young.
Yeah, but let's be honest. Come on now. Like, Trae Young probably is close to Steph Curry in terms of play style, but Steph is the greatest shooter of all time. Trae Young will be one of the greatest shooters of all time. Probably not even. Well, let me not say that because his career is but effortless. Trae does not make it look effortless. Let's be honest. We're being honest, right? We're being honest, right? Does Trae make it look effortless? Well, in the Garden, he does. But anywhere else,
it looks like it's gonna be a fun all-star event. I'm looking forward to it. No, y'all should look forward to it too. I know, John, you probably look forward to it too.
And don't forget, they also probably gonna do the 75.
Oh yeah, like they did the top 50. They had them all. Probably had the jacket for them too.
Yeah.
All that. So it should be interesting for us. Be on the lookout for any well, actually, just we'll be working on some stuff within the next week There won't be a podcast next week. I mean, we just covered everything in the All-Star break, and then it's going to be the games on Thursday. So no podcast for next week. We'll be back in 2 weeks, 2 weeks time. But for now, enjoy the All-Star break, enjoy the All-Star game and events as we will. So thank you guys for watching today's podcast. Make sure to tune into 2 weeks podcast. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment, support channel, give us feedback, all that good stuff.
And also tune into our social medias, Instagram and TikTok.
Yes, and of course, once again, I'm Evan.
I'm Ja.
And this was the Mind of Basketball podcast.
Season number 2.
Thank God. No.